Good evening, everybody. This is Elena Amazing Moore, and this is Amazing Videos. Tonight's subject is the difference between bisexual men and bisexual women. I've seen a lot of talk on Facebook, especially, and I've also had conversations with different people about this subject. Now, again, this is only my opinion. Now, as far as I'm gonna talk about two different things dealing with bisexual men and women and gays, period. Okay. A bisexual woman dating a man and a woman, to me, my opinion, I don't think it's any different than having a bisexual man, for the simple fact a bisexual woman dates men and women. A bisexual man dates men and women. The only difference is the gender of the woman and the man. Now, we as society have labeled the bisexual men or gay men as ugh. Okay, why? Because of anal sex. I know some couples or just sex buddies that have had anal sex. So you have some women that love anal sex and you have some men that love anal sex. Only difference is the gender. They're doing the same thing, it's just a different gender. Okay. Being gay and doing it is different in society's eye because it's two men. But if you have a man giving a woman anal sex, it's just anal sex. Again, as society, we label people by their sexuality, not really knowing their story or why or how it happened. The bad thing is that we have a lot of undercover guys. Why? Because of society. You have to have tough skin. You have to know who you are, and you have to believe in yourself in order to be gay in today's society. Why? Because they talk about you. They say you're going to go to hell. They throw the Bible at you as if you're the only sinner in the world. So you have to be ready for people and their comments, their looks, the way they treat you, all because of your sexuality. But what if you didn't know I was gay? It would be a different story. Society is the reason that gays are looked at so bad. Why? For one, because they throw the Bible at us. Two, is because the people that don't understand it label us, but not realizing that it's more of us that's not being real with ourselves than the ones that are walking around labeled as gay. And again, that's because society has people scared to be who they are. Now, back to the difference. You can't put a label or a description on love. You love who you love, whether it's a boy on boy, girl on girl, boy on girl, girl on boy. No, I don't, as me being gay, I don't show affection really in public. One, because again, because of society and they negative looks at it. Two, is because I don't want to make any decisions for the kids. I want them to find themselves. I don't want to give them an example. So that goes back to being gay or being straight. Having different men every week, having different women every week, that's still showing them a type of sex. Whether it's gay, being too sexual, that's still showing them an example about sex. Things that we do in public, it affects everybody around us. But the same way a man and a woman can love each other, a man and a man can. A woman and a woman can. I know this is a sensitive subject, especially for the church people. But if you want to talk about church, God said he loves us all. We're all created within his image. So just because I'm gay does not mean that makes me less of a person. I'm still somebody. I'm still human. I'm still loved by God. But it's the people, the society that single me out. And why? Because they're afraid of being them, afraid of being free. If that man is over there and he want to dress as a woman, don't get me wrong, I wouldn't do it. But who am I to judge him? I can't judge him. I don't know why he does that. Some people are gay because the first sexual interaction that they had was their dad, an uncle, a friend, family friend, raped them, took advantage of them. And it just happened to be what they thought was supposed to be. But for society to label them and talk about them and make them feel less of a person, that's not right. What if gay people went around and talk about women who didn't have the same dad for 4 or 5 kids? I mean, we all do something sexual that the next person wouldn't do or want to do and scared to do. We all do things, from anal sex to oral sex, all of that. We talk about lesbians. Ooh, she eat cootie cat. She a dyke. She do this. How many of y'all had threesomes? The same way that man is doing oral sex on you, it's the same thing. So how is it that it's nasty when one person does it, but we all do it? So again, before we go judging people and downing people and talking about people, first we need to mind our own business. And second of all, don't judge because you don't know that reason. Now somebody asked me, well, Lena, what was your first sexual encounter? I was raped. Oh, well, that's why you gay. Maybe. Do I trust men? No. So maybe that is why. I don't really think that's the real reason, because I have my reasons on why I like women. But as far as men, no, I don't trust them. And I'm sure that, my first encounter has a lot to do with it. So again, you can't judge people. Everybody live their lives the way they live their lives. Everybody like and love who they like and love. Who are we to judge because of who they love or how they want to express themselves? If everybody was the same, this world would be boring. Boring. So I say all that to say, me personally, when I look at gay guys or gay women, I can see love. No, I wouldn't do any and everything that 2 men would do. But that's not me. And they wouldn't do what I would do. That's them. As far as the down low guys, trust me, I understand why you guys are down low, because people will judge you and hold you as if you've committed a crime, so therefore we hide it. But honestly, what are you doing to yourself? What are you doing to that woman at home with your kids that's in love with you, but you're really not in love with her? Even that woman that wants to be with another woman, but at home with her man, what is that doing for you or him? I'm not encouraging anybody to be gay. I'm encouraging people to be who they are. and for society to stop judging. Let people be who they are. You're who you are. You don't want anybody telling you what you should and should not do. So we shouldn't do it to the next person. So I'm going to end this by saying, be you. Good night.